Greetings everyone. Welcome to Gurukul CEC lectures. I'm Mehak Chawla, art educator, Bharatanatyam artist and disciple of Guru Srimati Geeta Chandranji. So, as we were discussing about the folk form of Jammu and Kashmir, so in continuing with this, so these are the diverse dance forms which include Dumhal, the ritual devotion, Koot, agrarian celebration, Hikat, joyful spontaneity, and Bacha Nagma, aesthetic and historical complexity. So these are all the forms which we have discussed of Jammu and Kashmir, which present a rich and cultural layered of folk heritage. We now move further to southwest of Punjab, southwest to Punjab, a land synonymous with vitality, rhythm, and exuberant. If Kashmiri dances reflect mysticism and lyrical grace, Punjab folk forms radiate energy, celebration, and collective spirit. Punjab's cultural identity is deeply rooted in its agrarian life. The changing seasons, particularly the harvest cycles of Baisakhi and Sawan, shape its performative traditions. The dance here are marked by vigorous footwork, expansive body movements, spontaneous verbal interjections, rhythmic clapping, and uninhibited release of emotions. They are not merely performances but dynamic expressions of community pride and the victorious human spirit. Among the most prominent and widely recognized dance forms of Punjab are Bhangra and Giddha. Other important dances include Ludi, Sami, Kikli, and Gatka, each contributing to region vibrant folk repertoire. So let us begin with Giddha, the celebrated folk dance of Punjabi women. Giddha evolved from the ancient ring dance traditions of Punjab in undivided India. It represents the feminine counterpart to Bhangra. Yet, it stands independently as a powerful and expressive art form. The central theme of Giddha is celebration of joy, community bonding, and emotional expressions. It provides women with a cultural space to voice humor, satire, affection, longing, and social commentary. And it is being performed during the Tijan festival of Sawan in the month of July, traditionally celebrated for 12 consecutive days, and also performed during harvest festivals, marriages, childbirth, and other social gatherings, and performed primarily by women. Elderly women often lead the singing and accompanied by rhythmic clapping rather than heavy instrumental support. And the dancer dances form the circle, and then the dancers, they participate in pairs and take turns coming to center. They sing boliyan, the rhythmic couplets, and the structure follows a call and response pattern. Movements combine energetic gestures with feminine grace and flexibility. The boliyan may address themes ranging from daily domestic life to humorous commentary on relationship, including the well-known mother-in-law and daughter-in-law dynamic. If you look at the attire of this dance form, it is brightly colored salwar kameez or ghagra, and they wear a traditional jewelry, and they make two braids as a hairdo, and they also wear a mang tikka on their forehead. If you look at the musical accompaniment, which is primarily dholak, and often rhythm is maintained through clapping. And especially the Malwa Giddha is very known for its speed and vigor. Giddha thus becomes not only a dance of celebration but also a medium of um, female expression, satire, and cultural continuity. Moving on to Sami dance. Sami is traditional dance similar to Giddha and originated in tribal belt of Punjab, particularly Sandalbar, Amritsar, and the Pothohar region, which is now in Pakistan. The theme is essentially a dance of celebration marked by controlled grace rather than high energy leaps. And the community association is traditionally performed by tribes such as Bazigar, Sansi, Lubana, Rai Sikhs, and it is primarily performed by women. If you look at the costume of this dance form, it is bright, colorful kurtas, tehmat, which is the lower garment, and bhochan, and the hair is arranged in intricate thin plaits. If you look at the performance, usually performed in a circular formation, and you will see a very slow movement which is more controlled compared to Giddha. In this, the dancers swing their hands sideways and bring them forward rhythmically. And it includes a gentle hopping sequence. And it's also performed using sticks. You will not see any heavy instrument which is being used in this dance. So the rhythm is created by clapping, foot beats, or the clicking of fingers. The Sami emphasizes elegance and coordination, embodying disciplined celebration. So through Giddha's expressive spontaneity and Sami's controlled elegance, Punjab folk dancers demonstrate how performance becomes an embodiment of collective joy, seasonal rhythm, feminine expression, and community vitality. Now we move further to the neighboring state of Haryana, a region where performance traditions are deeply rooted in agrarian life, community bonding, and rural storytelling. Haryana's folk dances and theatre forms reflect the simplicity, strength, and sincerity of village life. Unlike Punjab's expansive exuberance, the dances of Haryana often combine earthiness with devotion, humor with social messaging, and celebration with seasonal gratitude. Most of these forms are closely linked with the agricultural calendar, especially the month of Phagun, when farmers await the harvest and celebrate seasonal change. Some of the major folk dances of and theatre traditions of Haryana includes Jhumar, Phag, Dhap, Saang, Dhamal, Loor, Gugga, Kohriya, and Gagor. So let us now know about some of the prominent forms in bit detail. Begin with Loor. So the word Loor means girl in the Bangar region of Haryana, indicating its association with feminine expression. And theme. So mostly folk form theme reflect joy, gratitude, emotional journey of rural women, particularly within the farming community. And the occasion when you see this dance happening is being performed during the month of Phagun, especially around Holi. It marks the arrival of spring and sowing of rabi crops. In this, the women of all age group participate, and women stand in two rows forming a circle or a semicircle. Movements are graceful and coordinated. Songs narrate stages in a girl's life from birth to marriage. A symbolic pigeon is mentioned in song, carrying a letter from a wife to a husband serving in the army. The song follow a question and answer format enhancing interaction. The costume of this dance form is traditionally ghagra, kurti, chunderi and chunda. And so the Loor beautifully captures feminine emotion within the framework of agrarian celebration. Moving on to Saang. It is widely admired rural folk dance drama theatre from Haryana, and the word Saang means to disguise or to impersonate. And in this, the theme revolves around the love stories, the basically mythological and contemporary, and they also show a tale of bravery, humor, and selflessness, religious and historical narratives, social awareness themes. It emphasizes on secular values and moral lessons. Most stories conclude with the triumph of good over evil, and the occasions in which this dance form is performed is religious festivals, cultural gatherings, awareness programs. And in this performance, it is being traditionally performed by men only, including female roles. They only portray it, and women do not participate much. And it begins with a devotional hymn called Bhaint, which is invoking to the goddess Bhavani. And the core poetic elements is chamolas, kaliyas and saviyas, emphasizing on dialogue rather than movement. And it includes mimicry, improvisation, witty exchanges, proverbs, and songs. The clown character called Mukhalia provides comic relief, and in this you will see minimum 10 to 12 actors, often with one actor playing multiple roles, and it is being performed in open air setting or on simple platforms. In this, you will see two styles. One is Rohtak style, which uses Haryanvi dialect, and one is Hathras style, which uses Braj Bhasha. If you will look at the musical instrument of this, is iktara, kharta, dholak, sarangi, and harmonium. So it includes stories such as Raja Vikramaditya, Amar Singh Rathore, Padmavat, and many others. So in this, it has a very historical importance of its own. It is considered one of the oldest folk theatre traditions in India. Traditions like Nautanki, Tamasha are believed to have evolved from Saang. Kishan Lala Bhatt laid the foundation of modern Saang in Haryana. And Deep, Deep Chand Bahaman is often called the Shakespeare of Haryana. Saang represent Haryana's dialogue-driven theatrical brilliance, combining entertainment with moral instruction. Moving on to Phag, a traditional dance of Haryana, which is associated with the month of Fagun. एंड इसमें आप देखेंगे कि ये हार्वेस्ट सीजन के थ्रू ही परफॉर्म किया जाता है. मोस्टली फोक फॉर्म जो है हमारे कंट्री के, वो हार्वेस्ट सीजन के अराउंड परफॉर्म किए जाते हैं बाय द कम्युनिटी and the pleasant weather, and they express their gratitude and joy. And आप देखेंगे कि इसको फरवरी और मार्च के महीने में इसको किया जाता है, and it is associated with seasonal transition, जिसमें आप देखोगे दोनों men और women इसमें participate करते हैं, and sometimes performed exclusively by men only. इसमें जो आप देखेंगे परफॉर्मेंस जो है इज़ वेरी एक्सप्रेसिव. इट हैज़ अ वेरी एक्सप्रेसिव मूवमेंट. वुमेन डिस्प्ले ग्रेस एंड मेन डांस एनर्जेटिकली. द रिदम इन्फ्लुएंसेस gestures of hands, eyes, and feet. And songs are performed in Dhamal style, which is a blend of dance and song. And it requires a high coordination. आप इसमें देखेंगे कि जो इसका कॉस्ट्यूम है is everyday village attire, and special occasion में women wear घाघरा चोली with dupatta and jewelry, and men wear kurta pajama with colorful turban. And if you look at the musical instrument of this form, it includes dholak, nagara, tasha, harmonium. So the Phag is especially significant as it is one of the rare periods when farmers have time to celebrate before harvest. Moving on to Dhamal. Again, it's the traditional folk dance of Haryana and believed to date back to Mahabharat era. Traditionally performed by Ahir community of Gurugram and being celebrated at the successful harvest season by the community. And occasion is again it performed at the time of Fagun, especially full moon night, and in this outdoor performances take place and being exclusively performed by men, and it begins with prayer to Lord Ganesha, goddess Bhavani, and the Trinity, which is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And the long note is played on the bean followed by dhol, tasha, and nagada. Dancers form a semicircle and perform energetic jumps. Some carry decorated sticks and others hold large dhap. It includes humorous uh, imitation of women and strong rhythmic emphasis with singing and dancing together. In this, the costume which you will see is kurta, dhoti, and matching turban. Large dhap instruments used as props. And the musical instrument which is used in this form is sarangi, been, nagara, dholak, tasha, and khartal. Dhamal symbolizes masculine energy, devotion, and agrarian pride expressed through vigorous movement and rhythmic intensity. Through Loor's feminine grace, Saang theatrical depth, Phag seasonal joy, and Dhamal masculine vigor. Haryana's folk tradition reflect a society grounded in agriculture, devotion, humor, and community solidarity. Now we move northward into the serene yet culturally vibrant state of Himachal Pradesh. Nestled in the lap of the Himalayas, Himachal's folk dances reflect the rhythm of mountain life, graceful, devotional, community oriented, and deeply connected with seasonal cycles and local deities. The folk traditions of Himachal Pradesh are shaped by its geographical isolations, tribal heritage, pastoral lifestyle, and song, a strong devotional culture. Many dances are performed during village fairs, which is Mela, and the harvest celebration, temple festivals, and New Year festivities. The movements are generally rhythmic and coordinated rather than highly acrobatic, emphasizing unity and harmony within the community. So, if we look at some of the folk forms of this region, it includes Nati, Dangi, Chanakcham, Rakshas dance, Kayangmala, Dhalshaw, Chalamba, Dhurishan and Shabbu, Laldi, Gukti, Swang Tegi, Johara, and there are many others. To begin with, Nati. ये जो आप देखेंगे फोक फॉर्म, ये सिरमौर डिस्ट्रिक्ट से आप देखेंगे. बेसिकली कुल्लू और शिमला रीजन में आप इसको ज़्यादा देखेंगे. एंड इट इज़ द मोस्ट celebrated dance forms of this state. And Nati often depicts episodes from Ras Leela, which highlights divine love of Lord Krishna and gopis, as well as stories related to Chandravalli. Alongside mythological themes, it also reflects joy, harvest celebration, and social harmony. And the occasion in which this dance form is performed is New Year celebration, harvest season, Dashera, or any cultural festival. And there are special ceremonial variations which include Dili, Peti, and Bashri. So today you can see both men and women are participating in this dance form, and the dancer hold hand in chains or in circles, and the movements are slow and graceful, belonging to the lasya, that means the soft style, and performed in circular formation or rows. It is being characterized by rhythmic swing and synchronized steps. The singing accompanies the dance, creating a harmonious atmosphere. And the beauty of Nati lies in its simplicity and collective rhythm rather than individual display. If you look at the costume of this dance form, it includes topa kalaki, chopla, patka, pajama, and pulla. And if you look at the costume of woman and the ornament, it includes tipu, pattu, suthan, phula. So these are the colloquial names of this the dress which they wear, and they also wear gold and silver ornaments such as khorkhadu, and where they wear a long nose ring, and chunky and tunki. So in this, dancer may hold an ornate fan in one hand and a colorful handkerchief in other, adding grace to the movement. And इसमें आप देखेंगे there are many variations of this form, and basically 13 or more than 13 variations you will see in this dance form. And if you look at the musical instrument of this dance, it accompanies dhol, nagara, narsingha, shehnai, and sarna. So, Nati exemplifies the collective spirit and devotional warmth and cultural pride of Himachal Pradesh. Its circular formation symbolizes unity, while its gentle rhythm reflects the calm yet resilient life of Himalayan people. With this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you.